Morning students, I welcome you all for the online class of economics. As we completed the mean on the Saturday's class, so today onwards we will be going to start a very small chapter and very easy chapter, that is the mode. Okay, after explaining this chapter, I will be through the blackboard mode. I will be explaining some of the questions so that mean, median and mode will be getting more clear to people, as it is already explained by me, but once again I will be trying to explain through some of the questions solved through the blackboard. Okay. With the next chapters, the theory of demand and the demand chapter will get completed. I will provide that all things so that for the examination you will be well prepared. Now I am going to explain through the way of the PDFs. So let us explain the mode. What is mode, student? Meaning of mode. It is a measure of central tendency. The third way how to calculate the mode. Mode is generally calculated, students, by the way of when something is more fashionable, it is a more trend, then it is more liked by the people. Okay, so that is known as the mode. Mode is also somewhat same. If you want to remember, if for example a marks is repeated in the class, more number of students have scored that marks will be considered as mode. Okay, so this is a mode. Mode is that value of the series which occurs most frequently in a statistical distribution. The model item is therefore the most representative or most typical items in a series. Mode is a position of greatest density or a point of highest concentration of value. Hence, a mode is the most common value found in a series. The definition when we learn according to Croxton and Cowden, he said the mode of a distribution is the value at the point around which the items tend to the most heavily concentrated. Means on that value is mode which is concentrated by many of the people, that value which is focused by many people, it is known as mode. Now the mode of the model value is that value in a series of observation which occurs with the greatest frequency. For example, the mode of the series 3, 5, 8, 5, 4, 5, 9, 3. Which number is repeated? What you are seeing here more. 3 is repeated 2 times, 8 is repeated 1 time, 4 is repeated 1 time, 9 is repeated 1 time, but 5 is repeated 3 times. So our mode will be 5. Characteristics of mode, when we see, it is affected by maximum and minimum values of series. It is the value of greatest frequency density. It is very difficult to locate mode in real sense. The algebraic treatment of mode is not possible. Methods of measurement of mode are as follows. Very first, there are the following methods to calculate the mode. Very first, observation or inspection method. Second, grouping method. Third, graphical method. Fourth, mode from median and mode. Median and mean. We will be calculating mode from median and mean is very easy when you know the median and mean calculated value. But if not, then you have to calculate first median, then you have to calculate mean, and then the difference you have to take, you will get the mode. The most easy, the student find the grouping method. Okay. Inspection method is most easily what we did now. This 3, 5, 8, 5, 4, 5, 9, 3, this is observation method. We observed the most frequently came value, we had said it is a mode. Now comes calculation of mode in individual series. For calculating mode, individual series is first converted into discrete series. The value which occurs maximum number of time will be considered as mode, discussed as mode. Calculate the value of mode from the following data. Wages 30, 40, 35, 40 is given. Calculation of mode. First of all, arrange the data if needed, but if not, then no need also. If you will arrange data, you will get more easily the number which is repeated how many times. Otherwise, you have to write for every frequency. Like you first arrange the data, not arranging also you can do so. How it is done in the book. 30, how many times it came? First frequency, how much time? 40, then 35, then 45, then 36, 25, 32. Then 46 already no, not written. 46, then 47, 25 already we written, 35 also written. How many times 30 came? After writing this series in a sequential order, you will just find out how many times the wages, that is 30 repeated. 30 how many times repeated? It is repeated 1 time. 40, 5 times. 35 how many times? That is 2 times. Then the next comes 45. 45 how many times came? 1 time. Okay. 46 also one time, 47 also one time. Next come 36. 36 how many times? Only one time. 25 came 2 times. 32 came 1 time. So that way you write the frequency. May I think the most came frequency is 40, which repeated 5 times. Okay, so hence 40 is the model value. Nothing is to be there. So that's why I said mode is very simple as compared to mean and median, because here observation method makes your mode to be calculated very easy. But every question will not be so simple that we will do. This was the individual series, that was easy. Discrete and class interval series, it will be having some formulas. Let us see in discrete series. Mode can be located in the following 2 ways. Here 2 ways can be utilized out of the 4. One is the inspection, that is observation method, and the second is grouping method. Inspection method, in this method the value whose frequency is maximum will be said to be mode, as we did. In this individual series frequency was not there. We return the frequency and the most coming frequency is considered as mode. So here we will do the same. Find the mode of the following data. Inspection method we are using. 50, 20 times, 100, 30 times, 150 came 15 students, 200 got by 10 students, and 250 marks scored by 5 students. So 100 marks scored by maximum student, that is 30 students. So 100 is a model class. It is the most coming frequency. So 100 becomes the size of item. 100 has a maximum frequency of 30. So model marks is 100. Grouping method, if we will be using, what is grouping method? In some cases it is difficult to locate mode by inspection method. Like for example, if 100 also came 30 times and 150 also came 30 times. So how we will make the judgment which is the model? That time we cannot say 100 and 50 both are model. We have to take one. For that we will be using the grouping method. So, under such case, in circumstance being the difference between the maximum frequency and frequency preceding or succeeding, it is very small. So, we have no other choice but to apply grouping method to check whether the value being the highest frequency or is model value or not. Grouping method requires following procedure to be applied. Very first, grouping table, second, analysis table. Grouping table, when we talk, by grouping in case of frequency distribution, the grouping process can be used to find out the point of concentration of frequencies. There are following 6 columns in grouping table which are given below. Very first column, here we will add up 2 to frequency. What I am saying, just do it. Here in the grouping table, add up the 2 to frequency, you will get the first column. First to frequency, then the third and fourth, then fifth and sixth, then seventh and eighth, likewise you add up. In first column, maximum frequency given is question is marked. Means whatever thing is written in the question you will be writing. First column you will be writing whatever frequency is mentioned in the question. Second column you will be doing the pairing, what I said, adding up the 2 to frequency. Okay. Then third column, leaving the first frequency, add up the next 2. What I said? Third column, leaving the first frequency, add up the next 2. Fourth column, 3 pairing. The first column, what the frequency you have written, that column only you have to do this. Okay. In the fourth column, you add up the 3 frequency together of the first column. Fifth column, what you will be doing? Leaving the first frequency, you add up the next 3 frequency of the first column. Then the fourth column, sixth column, what you have to do? Leaving the above 2. We had not did in the 2 frequency adding up, but 3 adding frequency we are doing. Leaving the above 2 frequency, we add up the next 3 frequency. In that, every number will be added up. Okay. Analysis table. After preparing the grouping table, prepare an analysis table. By preparing this table, put column numbers on the left hand side and the various probable values of mode on the right hand side. The values against which frequencies are the highest and marked in the grouping table are then entered by frequencies are the highest and marked in the grouping table are then entered by means of a bar in the relevant box corresponding to the values that represent means of a bar in the relevant box corresponding to the values they represent. If the frequency of 2 items is same, then for calculating the value of mode, the following formula will be applied. Very first, mode equals to 3 mean minus 2 and 3 median minus 2 mean. It is a mode method. Okay. Actually, it is also it is a method through the way of median and mean. So here mode equals to 3 median minus 2 mean after getting the median. Specimen of analysis table. It is a tally marks table. Column, size of items containing maximum frequency. First column, the frequency which came maximum time, you will make a tick mark. Second column, which frequency has came maximum time, you will click in the next. So that I will be explaining, that will be more clear. Calculate mode of the following series. First, grouping table. Mode by grouping table. Size of items is there, frequency is there. Size of item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the grouping table, what is there? First column, let us add. Okay. What is there? 4, 10. You write it. Second column, you add up the frequency of first column by making 2 pair. How we will be making pair? 4 plus 10, 40. 16 plus 18, 34. 24 plus 28, 52. 28 plus 30, 52. 58. 22 plus 26, 48. Like this, you will be doing pairing. Okay. Now, we will be moving to the next. Third column. Third column, how you will be doing? Third column rule is leaving the first frequency. You will add up the next two frequency. 10 plus 16, 26. 18 plus 24, 42. 28 plus 28, 56. 30 plus 22, 52. 26 plus 18, 44. Have you got? The next also you will continue the same. Okay. That is 14 plus 8, it will be coming 22. Okay, 22, and the last frequency will be left out. Now the next thing, adding up the third frequency, fourth. What you are seeing? In the first 4 was left out. In the next column, in the first 4 was added up, but 6 was left out. In the third frequency adding up, 4th and 6th both left out. Now it will be added up, students. How it will be added up? Fourth column, first 3 pairing. 3 pairing you do and do the adding up. Last 2 will be left out because no pairing third pair, so it will be left out. The first 3 will be added. 10 plus 4 plus 16, 30. 18 plus 24 plus 20, 70. This way you have to continue this 6th column. First, in the fifth column, leaving the first. In the fifth column, leaving the first, add up the next 3. 6 will be left out. Now the next column, what you will be doing? 6th column. What you will be doing? 6th column. You will add up the, leaving the 2, 4 and 10 you leave it. You add up the next 3 pairings. What you are seeing? The last 6 will be added up. So this is the way every frequency will get an opportunity to add up and grouping table. Now analysis table. Analysis table, how many columns we have done? You will be writing the first side. In the size of item containing maximum frequency, what you will be doing? All the frequency which was given in the question. How many were there? 14 columns were there of the frequency. 14 serial numbers you will take up there. Okay. So let us see how many serial number, size of item. 14 were there. You will have to 14 was in the size of item that you have written. If some numbers are there, you will write that. That will be fine. Okay. Generally it is serial number, but in any form it can be a number. So size of item, what was in the question, we have written. Now in the first frequency, which number came maximum time? First frequency, what is the maximum frequency? That is 30. So make a tick mark, analysis table, or under the 8th column. That why 8th column? I will be showing. In the 8th column was the 30. What was there? 8th column was the 30. Okay. Next frequency also we take. 58 is the maximum. How it came? By adding up 28 and 30. Okay. So 28 and 30, when it is added up, we got the 58. So 28 and 30 column, 7th and 8. So first column, 8 column. Okay. Have you seen what we are saying? First column, 8 is take. Second column, where was the 58? How we got 28 and 30? That is the 7th column and 8th column. So the maximum frequency, how we added? By adding which columns? That columns, under that you make a tick mark. Lastly, we total up all the frequencies. What we got? Here 1, 2, 3 was not frequency, here not. So 5 how many times maximum? 1 time. 6 how many times repeated? 3. 7 how many times? 5. 8 column how many time repeated? 4 time. 9 column how many time repeated? 5. 1. So which column repeated maximum time? That is the 7th column. So here the size 7 is therefore the mode which is most frequent size of item. So this is the grouping table. I hope you have understood. Just try. Once again I will be explaining in my next class. Thank you for today's class. Practice is then only you can understand. Okay. Thank you for today's class. Have a nice day.